Everyone. Welcome to our presentation this evening. We're going to start off and talk a little bit about your situation, and then we're going to segue into a little bit about wealth creation and how you can join us. And first of all, we're all being affected on a number of different levels by what's happening in the economy today. Whether it's a job loss, it's inflation, it's lots of credit. It's high prices of things that we buy on an everyday basis. We're all being affected. And I think more importantly, we all today lack confidence in what's going to happen next. What does the future hold? But I believe that for all of us, it also represents a unique opportunity. Here's a cover from Time magazine talking about the new hard times. And of course, many are calling it the Great Recession. Our current economic difficulties have been lasting much longer than we anticipated. And of course, there really is yet no end in sight. And for many of us, it creates fear and uncertainty that I was talking about. Because with the number of unemployment, those that are unemployed rise, for many of us, we doubt whether or not we're going to have that chance at the American dream that we were all brought up to believe, that if we were at the right place at the right time and worked hard and did the right things, that we'd be able to participate in the American dream. Would you all be surprised to know that some of the greatest fortunes that exist today really began during the Great Depression in the 30s? And as we look back in history, we can learn a lot by what happened historically. Because as we make note of the Great Depression, we realize that more people became millionaires during that period of time than any other time in American history. And really, what does that mean? That means that people took advantage of unique opportunities that existed. Let's look at a little bit more information about what's going on today. The unemployment rate today is near 10%. In some states, it's much higher. The underemployment rate varies anywhere from 19 to 25%, depending on what regional part of the country you're looking at. And the underemployment rate, quite frankly, are people accepting jobs that they're just not used to, that they're accepting a much lower pay scale, or they've just given up completely on trying to find a job. Here's an interesting statistic. 85% of college graduates, after they graduate, they head back home to mom and dad because they just simply can't make it in this economic environment. Over 50% of college graduates are unemployed. Even though they have great credentials, it is a real challenge for them to launch their new career. As we heard today in the news, the overall poverty rate continues to climb in the United States. And in the last 5 years, it's increased by 10 million people to now 46.2 million people live in under the poverty line. But out of challenges come great opportunities. And that's really what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the opportunities that are represented in what Tracy and I have been involved with for a number of years now, and what it means to you today. But in order to kind of lay the groundwork for that, we want to talk a little bit about home-based businesses, because really that is one of the bright spots in our economic environment right now. The U.S. Census statistics estimate that there are now more than 38 million home-based businesses in the United States, and that's continuing to grow more than any other time before. And those home-based businesses are being fueled. The growth of those home-based businesses are being fueled by the extremely low startup costs that are involved in working from your home, the flexible hours that you can create by being your own boss, and of course the internet, which has profoundly affected us all. All of us use the internet. We entertain ourselves. We work from the internet. We do research on the internet. All sorts of things that affect us are tied into the internet, which just really has not been in existence for that long. But that, of course, makes it so much easier to begin a home-based business. Would you also be surprised to know that the average home-based business income is about $65,000? It's really a fairly substantial income. And when you compare that to the median income today in the United States, which is around $48,000 to $49,000, home-based business owners have a substantial advantage as far as income is concerned. So let's talk a little bit about wealth creation. What is wealth? What does wealth mean to you? Well, wealth really are the things that we want to have in our lives. We want to enjoy great food. We want to have nice clothes, cars, vacations, travel, a nice home. That's really what wealth is. Money is actually the vehicle that we use to obtain those things that we consider to make us wealthy. And that's what we want to talk a little bit about tonight. Nu Skin as a vehicle, as a money vehicle, to obtain the things that you consider wealth. Let's talk a little bit about residual income, and we're going to go more into that a little bit later. But just suffice it to say that if you wanted to receive $5,000 a month in residual income, look at the amount of money that you need to have in the bank at the current interest rates. Now, I heard today that the Treasury rate may go down to 0%. It's just remarkable to even hear that. But if you, let's say you have $2 million invested at 3% interest, well, that would net you $5,000 a month in residual income. How many of us have $2 million in the bank? Well, I certainly don't. And I'm sure that most of us on this call don't, or we wouldn't be listening to this presentation this evening. And when we understand wealth creation, we also need to look at another aspect of that, and that is savings. How much would you have to save over the course of a working lifetime to make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 per month? Well, you'd need to save about $2 million. You'd have to have that much in the bank. How much would you have to save per month? It really is an astronomical amount. And none of us have been able to do that as we look statistically as the savings rate continues to decline in the United States. So what is the likelihood of that? It's very, very remote. And what we're going to talk a little bit about tonight in detail are 5 components of the business that we're involved with, and that are the trends that are driving us forward, some exclusive products, a proven team and a proven track record, compensation, and of course timing, which is all important. And in order to do that, I'm going to bring back Tracy, who's going to give you a great explanation on those 5 points. Tracy?
Thank you so much. Very well said. So let's go ahead and continue on. If you are looking at this opportunity for the first time, I hope that you are taking notes, and that if there's additional information that we can provide you following this presentation, please get back to the person that invited you. So let's talk about the trends. You know, as I mentioned earlier, we've been with the company for over 20 years, and they are known for capitalizing on the largest trends and creating products and innovations for the largest demographics of people. But we all know that we are getting older. We're not getting younger. So let's look at these trends one at a time. They are anti-aging, nutrition, and weight loss. And I'm certain that many of you on the call tonight are excited about 1, 2, or even all 3. I know a handful of people that are extremely excited about the anti-aging industry and knowing that the products that we innovate actually do a great deal of transformation to make them feel more youthful. But let me tell you about the industry of anti-aging. The U.S. is projected to grow to $300 billion by 2016. It's a huge industry. Think about the people that you know. If you were one that was marketing a state-of-the-art, innovative, anti-aging product that simply age reverses you, do you think that you could find 10 people in your circle of influence that would be so excited about hearing more about the product you're marketing? My guess is 99% of the people would say absolutely. Let me ask you this. What activities would you do more if you had more energy? If we're all aging, the number one thing that kind of diminishes as we age is our energy, our vitality. And so if we had a product to market that simply was backed by science, that could provide more energy to people as they age, do you think there would be a market for that? Let me ask you this. How would you feel if you were 20 years younger? Let me tell you, I know for myself personally, when I take a nap in the afternoon, it takes a heck of a lot longer for my nap lines to go away. Because as I've aged, the elasticity, collagen production has declined. It's not like when we were in our 20s, when our skin bounced back because the skin was glowy and firm. So how would you feel if you were 20 years younger? Let me tell you about an exclusive discovery that our partners, New Skin Enterprises, has created. In fact, that's exactly the reason why Monty and I have come out of retirement 4 years ago, because we knew this age-lock platform was going to take our business to an entirely different level, creating multi-millionaires around the world. So let's just look at our exclusive product line. If you're looking at the skincare package here, this is called our Transformation Skincare Package. Let me ask you, have you been into the grocery store lately, or a spa, and you've seen the wall-to-wall age or anti-aging products? None of them do what our daily regimen does. This is the only skincare system that when you apply it to your skin, it age reverses, and it's scientifically proven to age reverse you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at the genetic level. That makes me happy. In fact, when we came out of retirement, this is my before picture before I ever used the product. And literally, guys, only 3 months later, there's my after picture. You can clearly see that there's improvement. Let me tell you about another industry that's going to grow to the next billion-dollar industry. It's the home device anti-aging industry. You think about this. People want to anti-age in the comfort of their own home. And if they know they can purchase a device one time and age reverse as much as they want from their home, it's just a huge industry. They're going to be excited about that. So what we've got here is our first innovation is our Galvanic Spa. If you've not had a Galvanic Spa treatment, please talk to the person that invited you, because in one 5-minute treatment, you will see a huge transformation in your skin. The second device that we're launching in October is called the Galvanic Body Spa. Who do you know that has some cellulite on their thighs or their underarms or their stomach that they would like to tighten and tone? I mean, it's just a huge, huge market. Here's a picture of our dear friend and one of our team members. Her name is Ann Hotelli. I mean, you can clearly see. Let's talk about the trend of nutrition. Everyone is interested in nutrition. The U.S. market alone is projected to grow to over $200 billion by 2013. Let me tell you why. Health care costs are unbelievably expensive. People cannot afford it anymore. They can afford good supplementation so that they can get rid of their diabetes. They can get rid of their obesity. They can get rid of some other ailments, heart ailments, by just taking care of themselves. And that is why the supplement business in the last 4 years in this down economy continues to grow year after year. Our supplement entity of our company is called Pharmanex. There's no other anti-aging company that can anti-age inside like our Pharmanex line of products. Our business promises results. We have a supplement for any product or any energy or any element that you need. If you want more energy, we've got it. You need weight loss, we've got it. You want to age reverse at the muscular level, the heart level, and mental clarity, we've got it. And that is what is exciting. With our Vitality product alone that we just launched not even a year ago, guys, it was created and innovated with a key grouping of products that has been proven at a measurable level to age reverse your genes to behave more youthful if you were in your 20s. Look at this. This is a gene expression. Each one of these little teeny squares correlate to a function in your body. This is youthful. As we age, those genes correlated to those certain functions of youth start aging, and this is what it starts looking like. After 8 weeks of taking our Vitality product, look at what happened. 92% of the genes were reset toward a more youthful gene expression pattern, and we have the science to back it. Trend number 3, the U.S. is projected to grow to $586 billion in 2014 in the weight loss industry. 300 million in the U.S. sadly suffer from obesity, and nearly 75% of the U.S. population is considered overweight or obese. Let me ask you, do you know a handful of people that you care about that suffer from obesity and being overweight that turns into insecurities? I'm going to guess that you do. We've got the answer for those people. In fact, we have a way that you can be a part of our marketing team, not just in the U.S., but around the world, to market these innovative products and build a residual machine for you and your family. Here's just a simple before and after picture of people that used our Pharmanex products that promise results. It's clearly obvious that they just are experiencing happiness. I'd like to bring Monty back to share with you, your partner, a little information about how confident you can be coming into this business because there is no partner like Nu Skin Enterprises. Monty?
All right, we'll cover a little more information about Nu Skin, the company, because in fact, in order for you to achieve success, we have to have a track record. And of course, our track record has been proven over the last 27 years. We now operate in more than 52 countries, and I can tell you that it's been a remarkable privilege to be involved in the growth of Nu Skin, watching Nu Skin start from just the United States market to now 52 countries. But more importantly, I think, is the fact that Nu Skin, over its history, has invested more than $1 billion in innovation, and that truly sets us apart from every single company within our industry. And if you look at our company as a whole, and you're doing your own due diligence this evening, I encourage you to do that. If you're going to Google Nu Skin and take a look at some of the different aspects, some more of the details about the company, you find out that we're publicly traded. And of course, because we are publicly traded, our company is very transparent. So we're very much of an open book as it relates to what we've done and where we're going. And then it comes down to a question of, who do you trust? And you can see that we received enormous publicity over the last few years as a result of not only product innovation, but success stories and community involvement. If you look at the Forbes, a recent Forbes survey and study, we ranked in the top 100 most trustworthy companies. We received Stevie Award, American Business Awards, and it just goes really on and on and on. But what really is fascinating is to take a look at the Nu Skin stock. In the last year, Nu Skin stock has been up more than 53%. And then you look at the preeminent technology company in the world today, the largest company in the world, Apple, they were up 43%. And I do believe that there are a lot of comparisons in what we're doing as far as innovation is concerned in our industry and what Apple has done in the technology industry. One of the most exciting aspects of the future of Nu Skin is this photo, this actual rendering right here. On the left side of the page, you will see our current headquarters building in Utah. And on the right side, you will see a $90 million addition that is being designed by the same architects that design Apple's buildings around the world. And this is going to be scheduled to be open in 2013. And, in a down economy, it's a remarkable testament that Nu Skin's willing to invest a capital investment of more than $100 million to launch an expansion when the rest of the Fortune 500 companies are certainly tightening their bootstraps. But of course, another component of this proven team is the fact that Tracy and I have been involved with Nu Skin now for 25 years, and we have one of the leading organizations in the network marketing industry. We have a proven leadership base, and we have leveraged technology from the standpoint of audios and videos and training tools and mobile technology and any number of aspects of social media in order to make you even more successful, simply because we've laid the groundwork and we've allowed you to be more productive as a member of our team. Joining our team, we allow you to focus on the thing that is critical to the growth of your business, and that is bringing on new team members and business partners. A big part of who we are was, of course, our mission. And Nu Skin many years ago pioneered an entrepreneurially oriented program that actually now has fed more than 200 million children around the world and continues to grow with the Nourish the Children program. The Nourish the Children program is an initiative of the Force for Good Foundation, which has expanded all around the world, from heart transplants for children in China to disaster relief in Haiti to providing meals to children in Malawi. We're all over the world, and we really lead the industry. This is something that really is near and dear to both Tracy and I's heart, and we support it fully, and it's a big part of our mission today. There's a picture of our founder and chairman of the board, Blake Roney, and of course this was his initiative, and it really certainly is all about what Blake said not long ago, is that the Force for Good Foundation and Nourish the Children is only 5% of what we do, but it's 95% of who we are. Now in 2010, we did $1.5 billion in revenues, and really that's just the beginning. In 2011, in a very challenging economic time, we're going to have another record revenue year. It's going to be the biggest year in our history. And this is all really centered on our strategy. Our product strategy is very unique. And when you compare it to a traditional manufacturer, when you go to the store, a department store, and you purchase a product, the vast majority of the cost of that product to the end-line consumer is, of course, all the middlemen. The distribution, the wholesalers, the retail stores, the advertising, the packaging, and promotion. All these middlemen take a cut of that product price. It increases the product price and ends up on the counter in the department store. With Nu Skin, we do something very unique. We take all those middlemen costs and investments, and we pay it back to you in the form of commissions. So you, in essence, become the network to leverage off of those commissions, which is 43% of existing revenues. So in 2010, 43% of that $1.5 billion was paid out in commissions. For you, the important thing to look at is where we are today and where we're headed in the next few years. And you look at the introduction of the ageLOC platform, which was critical to launch us forward in 2009 and 2010, and we have more products coming online of this part of this platform in 2011 and 12, and it is a 10-year platform. But more importantly to you is that we are going to grow from $1.5 billion to $5 billion in revenues, and this creates a dynamic window of opportunity, because if you can understand the potential, the multiplication of the opportunity as we grow 3, 4, and 5 times the current size we are today, that represents one of the greatest opportunities that has ever existed in our industry. And of course, positioning is all important. Now here's a little bit about our compensation and the different levels of compensation as you engage first from a part-time level and then to a full-time level. Now, each of these numbers on the screen represents you creating another leader within your business, or a business partner and a franchise owner. So you look at yourself. If you create one new leader or business partner, the average annual part-time income is about $10,000. Now, in this difficult economic time, who wouldn't want to add $500 to $1,000 per month, to pay that car payment, to pay for that next save for the vacation? But as you add people to your team, as you look at the potential, as you go up to 4, you add 4 new team members or business partners to your team, your income jumps quite substantially. It's 3 times that. And then you end up with some of the people who've looked at Nu Skin as a career and who've added 12 team members or 12 business partners. And we'll talk a little bit more in detail later, and of course the person that invited you onto this call will explain some of the details about that. The average annual income of over $500,000, it's proven. It's there, and we've done it. And we have more than 750 people around the world who've achieved more than $1 million in lifetime earnings with Nu Skin. That is absolutely remarkable, and I know of no other company who's achieved that track record. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on Tracy again to talk a little bit more about the compensation and residual income. But as I said, that $1 million circle, the number of people that earn $1 million in lifetime earnings, we add one new person every 5 days who's hit that $1 million mark. And there's no other company in our industry that's doing that. So to continue on, I'm going to bring Tracy back on and talk a little bit more.
You know, it's amazing. You know, you think about the creation of a millionaire every 5 days, and what company do you know of that has nearly 1,000 multi-millionaires within their structure? And that's what we do. I'll tell you why we can create a millionaire every 5 days, because our company continues to open markets to benefit us. We're the marketing team, so when they open 1 to 2 new countries every year, we have the luxury of going in and taking and capitalizing on those markets. And so here's the choice. You get to decide what interests you. We know that every person that we talk to, if they don't want to build a network and build a business and build a financial vehicle that will be residual, we're fine with that. But they cannot get our extremely innovative anti-aging products anywhere but through us. And so they can choose to simply just be a wholesale consumer of our products. We do a really good job servicing our customers at the wholesale level. It's kind of like getting a Costco card. You get to use our catalog. You can go on our website. You can purchase for your family at cost. If you're someone on the call tonight that just simply wants to make enough to pay your car payment, say $500, then you can sign up as a distributor, and we can show you how to work extremely part-time. I'm talking an hour a week to make an extra $500 a month. What that could do for you and your family can be huge. But if you're one of those who want to capitalize on the 3 biggest industries that I mentioned earlier on, then you want to become a business partner of ours. And we've got a way to plug you in to a system that can allow you to achieve that. The benefits of becoming a distributor, there are many. You can purchase the products at wholesale. You can sell a few to your friends and family and their friends and ask for referrals and enroll a few if they want to refer out to their friends and family. And you know what? You can earn your car payment. You can earn a few commissions on that. We've got a lot of great programs and promotions for the distributor as well. If you want to build franchises, for example, if you're a McDonald's and you want to capitalize on 10 more McDonald's that you build around the globe, then you want to become an executive. And that just means more money. It means residual income. It means incentive programs and awards. See, the company rewards you for training people that want to be the CEO of their own franchise. And because you train them, the company is going to benefit you financially for the rest of your life as long as there's volume running through that franchise number, that executive number. This is how you generate volume. You simply use products of your choosing. You sell a few to people that you know that want to benefit with anti-aging or weight loss or nutrition supplementation, and you find others to do the same. That's all we do, guys. You can customize your startup package. We've got many of them to choose from. Talk to the person that invited you. Say, yes, I want to capitalize on the 3 largest industries in the U.S. market. Who wouldn't want to do that? And then I want to build networks around the world because currently we're in 52 markets. That means that you can build here in the U.S., and then you can build in the 52 countries that we are currently in, and then the company is going to reward you with a kickback month after month. We build satisfied customers, networks who reorder products month after month. Here's just a simple example. This is just something that we put together to just kind of show you how a network builds. Just say you decided to look at the catalog. You talked to the person that invited you and said, game on, let me see the catalog. I get this. I'll buy some products for my family and I. But then all you had to do the first month is to refer 3 people that you know these unbelievable products that they can't get anywhere else. But then look what happens when you show those 3 people how to do the same thing. See, life is networking. You guys understand that I don't care what business you are in. If you're successful, then you are really good at networking. Success equals networking. Look what happens to your income just by referring 3 people a month to use the best products in the world related to anti-aging. $20,000 a month by the 6th month. But that's with 3 people that you choose. What if you're just, a rock star and you can refer to 5 people a month? Look at the difference in income. All right, let's just say people don't want to lose weight and be healthy and don't want to anti-age. Let's just say that only 25% of the people that do want to take advantage of anti-aging using the best products in the world. Then your income, if you introduce and refer 3 people, is $5,000 a month or nearly $60,000 a month. What interests you? It just is that easy, you guys. You have an opportunity in front of you that has been unlike no other opportunity in the lifetime of this company. Let me share with you an example of how you can expand a network. Here you are. You decide tonight that you want to come in, and you get excited about a product or products that you're using, and you refer to 3 friends as if you were going to refer a great restaurant. They become customers of yours. But the smart ones decide, well, if you're doing it, I want to do it. I've got friends that you don't know that could really benefit from this. They become distributors, and guess what happens? You start building franchises. Those franchises, you benefit for the rest of your life. The rest of your life, no matter what it is that runs through that franchise number or that executive number, you benefit. Let me ask you, and I'm going to leave you with this. What business can you start today that there is 100% money-back guarantee? In fact, the president of our company, Scott Schwartz, recently said this is the only opportunity of a lifetime with a money-back guarantee. What do you guys have to lose? You have nothing to lose except your freedom. So I ask you this. Your choice is that you can have the life you imagine, you dream about for you and your family and your children, or you can stay stuck in what it is that you're doing, going to work day after day and wondering if you're going to have a job a month from now. We invite you to be a part of our team because it can free you in more ways than one. I want to thank all of you for joining us this evening, and I hope that if you have any questions that were not answered, that you get back to the person that invited you. You all have a great night. Take care.